podcast, and today, only exclusive, we have
Pearce Gudgeon. How's it going, Pearce?
Alright to you.
Not bad. Right, Pearce, can you remember your first day? What got you into boxing?
I'm quite a little kid, weren't I? If you remember, about 3 foot tall, as you said. Playing football, middle at park, you know what I mean? My dad wanted me to get a bit stronger. I think I probably started when I was in year 5, year 6, so he wanted me to also learn to stick up for myself, being a little kid. That's it, and then it started from there.
Can you remember your first day in that gym? Steel City Gym. Which one were it? Were it Attercliff?
Attercliff, yeah. Went with my dad, walked through council vans. I can't really remember doing the footwork at first, but I remember doing the blows. Remember little Hassan?
Yeah.
Not a bad little fight actually.
Not
Did
bad.
blows with him first day. I remember that, yeah.
So yeah, I can remember Pearce. I used to take him running with me, and he used to keep up with me, and I was right fit back then. I used to give him a take, so he'd come in running every day. He used to run, and like now we went yesterday, and he absolutely smashed me, smashed us to death. So right, who were your favourite boxer? You don't have to be in gym. Who were your favourite boxer? Like
I'll probably growing up with that's a Floyd, just because I remember that big fight we had and I was about, I think I'd been 12 or something. I can remember my dad staying up to watch it and I heard me, go on!
Yeah.
So I've gone downstairs thinking, wait, what's going off? And it just went out and, do you remember the first round when it activity, it used to be off balance? And I just watched it from there and obviously he did what he did and then, I just sort of...
Good nice check up there.
Yeah, he knew the one that I watched as a kid and then... But obviously, I remember staying up with my dad to watch. If you go in UK, probably look like Joe Calzaghe. Staying to watch when he got dropped by Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones in first round, and schooling him really.
So you're an amateur boxer yourself. You're really good. I can remember your really aggressive style, and you could box as well. You're really promising. I'm not just saying it. Really promising amateur fighter. You got to the finals. How many amateur fights did you have, Pearce?
In the end, I had about 34, 35.
And how many did you win? I know it don't.
I think I lost 10 in the end. I lost in the last couple, but obviously I boxed a lot of good kids. Got to national finals. I weren't boxing nobody, so boxing best kids in the country. If Trent rang me up, you're boxing next week in Liverpool. We were off to Liverpool. It weren't this day and age where some coach can they box? I'll ask him. No, if Grant rang me up, we were boxing. No matter where we were in country, I was fighting.
I can remember going to London to watch you box. You went down there.
That was national final.
National finals, and obviously we used to be disrespectful, me and my mates back then. So I think we broke kettle in Hotel Road. I think you were walking past us and where we were getting locked up. we were getting locked up back at Van.
I think my dad and Dan, Bri, because it was me and Dalton in finals, obviously a big occasion, first championships. We all got coached down, so I remember getting on coach back home. I just lost in final, wounded. Looked at back and Liam's getting arrested.
Getting arrested for kettle. I had to pay about 200 quid for his kettle. Must have been a right kettle. So what made you stop boxing? What were the reasons? Any particular reason? Fell out with it?
Just fell out of love with training really. Got to go to the gym, just hating it a little bit and and then the last time I ever sparred was New Year's Eve. Yeah. I sparred Dalton and he dropped me a little twat.
Did it?
Body shot. And I came to start thinking, I don't want this no more, and it being on my mind, and I was only a kid. Yeah. Well, not a kid, I was 16, 17 then. Being honest, I burst out crying to my mum, said I just don't want it no more, but I feel like I'm letting it all down. I've put my childhood into this. But obviously she with my mum, my dad was a bit gutted, but it is what it is, but obviously my mum supported me, then went to the gym to tell Grant, but I think he sort of half knew. Yeah. Obviously he's a coach, he'd been coaching all my life, he knew me inside and out, and he knew that they probably weren't putting that effort in. He could tell, you coach somebody, you can tell with a face whether they give into it or not, and you can start to see when they're falling away from it.
I've had many sparring sessions where I've gone home crying, but my mentality is Not really. I didn't really speak about
I won't
it.
really say it was a sparring that made me cry. It was
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do it no more, but I
Yeah.
felt like I had to do it because I'd put, from being 9-year-old to 17, I'd put everything into it.
I
You know what I
can,
mean?
can totally understand where it can really get you. It's mind games.
Yeah.
One time, it just completely gets you, and if you let your head get away with it, it just takes over.
Even as a kid being a boxer, it's not, it's fun, and you've got to, it's hard. Running before school, running after school training. Schoolboy championships are in January, so you're running around Christmas. You're not living Christmas. Like, yeah, it's still a sport and it's a hobby and you love it, but it's still hard at 11-year-old.
What a shout out though to Grant though, like what an opportunity, like not that he's giving you, but I think you've earned it, and I've got to congratulate you, Pearce. Honestly, I'm not bigging you up. I've seen you in the gym and what you do out, what effort you put in, even with young kids and that. It's inspiring to me to watch it, and hopefully, when I've packed in my boxing career, I can follow in your footsteps and go on.
Yes, obviously I've trained with Grant all my life, and then I've always gone on the pads, so I can remember doing this video, but it's been lost now, recording old Nokia or something, Sony Ericsson or whatever, me taking Dalton on pads when we were like 11, doing all shots and that. And then obviously after a few months, Grant on his own, he just asked me to help him out on pads, started doing it a little bit, got me level 1 amateur badge, weren't really that serious. Obviously I was going out a little bit, 18, 19 like you do, and then I started to get a bit more serious with him, with amateurs, going away with him at weekends to finals and stuff. And then started taking a few pros on pads, just helping him out here and there because he was still working. And then just one day just messaged me, said he's got an opportunity for me, and to be honest, when you get an opportunity like this, you've just got to give it everything, and that's what I'm doing. That's why I don't go out no more. I don't. Obviously, I see my mates, but I don't see them as much as what I possibly could. Because I'm at the boxing every weekend. I want to be, I don't want to go out drinking, because that Monday morning I want to be fit, healthy, ready to go, do professional athletes and give it my best. And obviously, I've got goals myself. I want to get win titles with you. I want to be getting British titles.
Definitely.
Europe. Thomas has won the European, my first title, but want to get every title, English, even a central area,
Yes,
you know what I mean? Win titles, win a female title with Ebony and Nicola, and who knows, eventually, not like striving towards it right now, but eventually you want to train world champions, and I have goals like to take someone from as an amateur all the way to world champion.
But you're taking Sonny Edwards on pads and stuff, don't you? So you're around that. And
Oh yeah, obviously, like, the experience I'm getting as an assistant coach is like second to none, really.
Yeah.
Like, just being able to work with Dalton, Sonny, Junaid, even Lerone, Florian. It's obviously it's priceless, really. It's experience that you can't buy.
So yeah.
And just to say one thing, like, I know you've been around with, like, especially your mate Dalton Smith and all that. When you see the limelight of these guys and they've got their own arena, do you ever feel like, you know what, I want to go back in, I want to have a little go, I want to have one more try?
Well,
do you feel like he's got it in you?
There was a time last year where Dalton was trying to talk me into it. I'd lost weight.
Yeah.
I really pads again in a bit of bags, but I don't know, I just, I just don't have one, sell loads of tickets. I could sell loads, I reckon, being around pubs from being 18 to 20 old matches. I reckon a lot of people would come and watch me, but I don't know. I was thinking about it, unless sometimes, like, does it own me not doing it? Yeah, like, what could I have done? I admit I had ability and I was a good kid, so who knows, I'm not saying. Obviously, I'm not a big head, so I don't want to say I'd have been world champion. I'm not saying that, but I reckon I could have made a successful career at it, but I didn't. So now it's time to make a successful career coach. There's no point looking back. It is what it is.
Have you got a message to any young trainers what probably can't box again or fell out of love with it and they want to train people? Have you got a final message to young coaches or even young fighters?
No. Young fighters, coaches, if they want it, don't give up. Just keep trying, give it everything. Study it, work hard at it, believe in yourself.
That's it.
And like, obviously as a boxer you need to be coachable, but as a coach you also need to be coachable. So you've got too many, in my opinion, coaches out there that have been doing it 40 years, I know everything about boxing, when in reality they don't, and they refuse to learn more. Whereas like I'll learn off Grant, for example, but I'll watch other coaches, see what they're doing, listen to their interviews, even watch coaching videos, see how they do things, how they come across things. Obviously, you're constantly watching boxing, judging, seeing how you score a fight, seeing what a good fighter does well, what they don't do well, how a fighter, and you've just got to keep doing it. As a coach, even be coachable yourself and constantly want to learn and get better.
And I've got another one for you. You've got like any inspiration coaches that you've like to be, or things that I like their style. I could probably tweak it into my style, and you pick a few things up like that you kind of like.
Obviously, there's a lot you watch a lot of American coaches. Like if you look at like old school coaches, so like Angelo Dundee, even like Emmanuel Stewart.
Yeah.
If you watch them under pads, they couldn't really do that. They weren't great pad like compared to what some are now, but it's all about the correct advice, how to motivate someone, and how to get the best out of someone. And then obviously you look at your more modern coaches. I think like the best coaches you got Grant. I think Shane McGuigan's a good coach. I think Peter Fury's a good coach. Adam Booth, Ben Davison's a good coach as well. So they're good. And then in America right now you've got Derek James doing well.
Yeah.
I think obviously you've got Bo Mike doing well with Terence Crawford. Freddie Roach been around years.
Yeah.
Even like you look at like Roger Mayweather's training Floyd. So yeah, there's plenty of coaches you always look at and see who are doing well, and it's just about learning from them all really. But I always look at like your old school coaches, how they give their advice, calm in the corner, but knew when to sort of turn and get angry just to motivate them, knew when to keep calm. It's not always about like your fancy pads and stuff, it's about getting the best out of that individual, I believe. Yeah. You can have the best fighter ever, but if you don't click with that individual and you don't understand them, you're not going to get the best out of him. Yeah, it's alright looking good, doing a good 1-2 up, but then if you're in the corner and you ain't got that connection, you ain't got that bond, you ain't got that understanding, there's no point training them, in my opinion.
Well, what's your relationship with your fighters? Like, do you think it's important to engage with your fighters? Because I see a lot of people today, especially with the fighters, you see some are down, some are unhappy. I mean, I want to hear from your point of view, how important is it to look after your fighters?
I think you've got to have a good bond with the fighter. Like, I couldn't train someone if I didn't get on with him personally.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to be able to have like your banter, your laugh with him, but you've also got to know that when you're serious, you're serious.
Yeah.
And obviously you get, so I've got like, for example, Thomas from Cameroon, come from Cameroon or whatever, British citizen now, not really, obviously he's got his girlfriend Chloe now, he's got bits of his, so he's got a brother in Liverpool, but he sees this gym as his family now. And he always like, if he's got a problem I can speak to him, if he needs help, can have that chat with him. And so, you know what, I owe Thomas a lot because like he was my first fighter, he's brought me on as a coach as well, and he's taught me a lot about myself. So say for example like with Thomas, like he kind of made me grow up into a coach, but also sometimes like I'm a father figure, even though I'm 10 years younger than him. It's a bit weird, like 9 years younger than him, but I say I'm like a father figure to him. Funny, but I guess that's what you've got to be like. Then you've got like Ebony and Nicola sort of girls. So with the females, you've got to be like, I don't know, you can't be like men with them. Sometimes you've got to be a bit softer.
Yes.
Can't always speak to them like, you can't speak to females like shit, like you can some males, let's be honest, you know what I mean? But they both come from like, Nicola's from Luton, Ebony's from Portsmouth, so they've not got many people down here, so you know, you're like, sometimes you've got to be there for him in case they need any advice, or might be asking about what a certain area is like. You might ask them if they might come to you, they might have something on their mind. They're not sparred great, so they talk to you about it, but you want to know that they can speak to you. Not that it's not just business. That,
no, of course.
If they're not sparring good, that's the reason why. And it's like that with everyone. You've got to have that. Like I say, I won't train someone if I didn't get on with them and I thought I don't like them, or I don't know. If I was in banter with him and we weren't having a laugh at the same time, I don't think I'd be able to train him. Like me and Liam said, I don't know, he has me in hysterics. Like I can literally sit on the floor laughing at Liam, to be honest with you. I can't lie to you. But then the other day, saying sparring, I feel like if I give him a rocket up his arse,
Yeah.
he does it.
Yeah.
If he's on the bags, and I feel like he's slowing down, I give him a rocket up his arse, just like on the air bike, he puts it in. So, yeah, he's older than me, but he's got that respect for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, me and him could go and have a coffee and just be in hysterics and just like we're brothers, to be honest. Like, I'm his younger brother, but when it's business, and he knows that.
Yes.
And I've obviously got that respect for you, obviously.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I could have gone anyway, but I think it's perfect. God's helped me to bring me back to training with you, Pearce.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for that, because the improvements, 40 kilos I've lost.
Yeah.
It's all down to you as well, and not just me, and I take all praise for it. But like, Pearce has helped me out, and he's even getting me a massage today. Like, sort of make massage out. Not that he's giving it me personally, but
I'm gonna hear him, Steve.
about beef and onion crisp. So yeah, I've got to thank Pearce a lot, and Brian. Obviously, I've never had a granddad. He's like me granddad.
Big shout out to Brian. He's like,
He's
I think he's like my granddad, to be honest. Like,
He's a dude.
you know, that's one man that I do look up to, is Brian Smith. If I want to be somebody in life, not out boxing, it's Brian Smith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, proper family man. Make sure everyone's alright. Not even just your family, like.
Yeah.
And I think sort of sometimes, like, I don't know, I might check up on a boxer like St. Nicola or over there quite a lot, and like, maybe I'd do it because maybe 4 years ago I would never have done that, but I spent a lot of time with Brian over the last few years, and I think he's made me a better person.
Yeah.
He's made me more caring. He's made me, you know, sometimes I don't know. He's just a top man, and like I said, like, and I could go on about him forever, but he's a top man, and I think if you want to aspire to be anyone in life with the right attitude and the right morals, if you've got a family, be a Brian Smith.
Be a Brian Smith.
Big shout out to Brian, pal.
Of course. And I mean, like, what's your relationship with, you know, with Dalton, with Grant Smith, and Brian, like, and Chelsea? Like, you know, as back in the days when we was in the wood, you know, the old gym down there, the connection, like.
But they're like probably more like family to me than some of my own family are. But obviously, Grant's like, I'd say like Grant and Brian are like father figures. Dalton's like my oldest friend in boxing, so I'd probably say, it might not be his, but he's probably my best friend in boxing. He's my oldest friend, you know. Grew up together, got a lot of memories watching Liam, travelling country together, boxing, going out sparring, sneaking into shows when we were kids. Me and Dalton, we got to a show. We had money to get in, but forget this. We're getting in. We're finding a way to get in for now, and that gives us a buzz. You know what I mean? So like, and then obviously like Chelsea, Cavan. Like, I look at Cavan like although I train him, he's like a little brother that, you know, I can have a laugh with, and I love training him, to be honest, because he just wants to get better. And then even like Pauline, to be honest, Brian's missus, you know, I'm close with them all, so they're like a second family to me.
It's amazing that, isn't it? You know, back in the days, we're talking about, we must have been right old back in the. How old were you when you was when you come to the gym? And I must have been.
I was 9, so I was like a month before I was 10. So
10.
I think you were about 50 back then.
Well, I would I have been then? Because I'm not good with maths.
So what are you now? 32.
32.
So you were 5. So you're 5 years older than me. So you were like
19.
Man, you were 5 years old. So you would have been like 14. So you were still young.
Alright.
So like, so when I was, so just say I was 10, the month into the gym, you was like 15. So I can't remember you that young, to be honest. I always felt like when I was looking up at Liam, I always felt like he was way older than me. Like, I don't know. So, but obviously you turned pro young. So like when I was 15, he was only 18, which is a young
just
pro.
18, weren't it?
So that's a young pro. So like, but really, I felt like he was 21, 22 to me.
Yeah.
You know, like 19, but you're not. You're only like 5 years.
That's alright.
I think
He looks 20-year-old and all that.
He does,
No, a beard and all.
I think he
I
was
can't
like-
shave it. Can't shave it.
I think he was like the youngest lad who turned pro back in the days, weren't he?
Probably one of the youngest pros when he did, yeah.
Yeah, for
I
still
know the
City.
youngest senior ABA champion.
I know.
The idiot probably shouldn't have turned pro.
No,
He
he
shouldn't have
Living with
turned
it.
pro.
My dad warned me not to turn pro. You're getting mugged off this time. I sell about 8 grand worth of tickets. and I come out with 1,200 quid, and that brought me as a professional fighter. So yeah, shall we wrap it here a lot?
Yeah. Stay tuned and make sure you subscribe. Thank you all for watching.